Hi folks, so I have a confession to make. The scheduling that I was believing that I had time until 10:30, it appears that I am going to be busy from 10:30 on. So fortunately we have a very short class to have you work on your own. There are going to only be 3 projects that you're looking at. But the best news is that the first one is actually not a document. So you're truly looking through the first part of the chapter, looking at how to navigate the ribbon. So essentially you want to read through project 1, look around, click around, but there isn't going to be a document that you have to submit at the end of it, so nothing for project 1. We're going to be doing project 2 and 3, and for the first project, which is Netiquette, you have a document that's already keyed up for you. There's nothing to type in. What you will be doing is you're going to be modifying the margins of this document to help ensure that everything fits into one page. So you see how it rolls over? We have full bullets on the second page. We want to have this so that there's nothing rolling over to the next page, and seeing how we can do that. When we take a look at this document though, you notice here we have the word others, and that's just this hanging word. We have more hanging words: posting, shouting, sexist, postings again. These are all just hanging words, individual words that don't quite fit onto the line. So if we can modify our margins to make it wider, it's going to give us a little bit more space, which then should eliminate 6 lines. And that should be enough. Once these are moved over, things like cyber citizenship would be no longer hanging either, and that should give us enough space to keep everything onto one page. So with the margins in project 2, it's actually a fairly short one. It's a 2-parter, and you're going to be working within the margin on the page layout ribbon. So from home we go to page layout. We're going to click on the down arrow into the margins to go through this. So right now it is set up as the last custom settings, so the top and bottom margins are actually particularly wide. So it's wider than what we see here as normal. So for us, we're going to be modifying it very specifically, and we're going to go down to custom margins at the bottom. With the custom margins, pardon me, we're going to be modifying that so that the top, where are we now? So the margins, we're actually keeping that, and we're seeing what is in there. So we're keeping the top and bottom now to 1 inches. So top is 1, bottom is 1, and we want the left and right to be 1.25. So 1.25, 1.25. So that's going to reduce the amount of space at the top, but we're going to increase a bit of the space on the left and right. Now the next thing we're going to be doing though is we're going to be updating the size of the paper. In our page, we're taking a look at actually changing from what is a North American standard, which is letter. We're going to go to a European standard, which is A5. So when we click on, and actually if I full size, we see A5 about halfway down, and you'll notice that it's actually a little bit different in its overall size. So sorry, am I doing this right? So the first glance is that we've made now what would look like a booklet. Now this is a step in getting us to where we want to be, and we do this in the book quite often, where we go through, we take a look at something just so you know how you'd get there, and then we modify it once more. So in the final size of what we're going to be working with, we're going to modify the margins once again. So in the second update, we're going to make the top really narrow. We're going to be making it 0.5, and the bottom is also going to be 0.5. For the left and right, we're going to be making those 0.75 and 0.75. So we're going to update that, and we see that it fills up our pages a little bit more. There's a lot less space on these either side. But for our size now, we're going to use an A4. And an A4 is just a hint longer than a standard letter. So when we click on that one, we see that everything fits. So we have a nice margin across the top, we have a reasonable padding at the bottom, and there are no extra pieces. So ultimately that is looking at assignment number 2. So that is what we have for 2.